Hi, my name is Kevin Roll, and this is my story. Coming to Redemption Church has been a long journey for me. Journey hasn't been always easy. So growing up, I've always been known as the boy who played baseball. That's my identity for, maybe 10 years, 15 years. So middle school, I started doing really well, started making a name for myself, I thought. Freshman year, I didn't make varsity, which was kind of disappointing. I thought I was good enough. And just seemed like I put my identity in too much of baseball and not too much in my values, not too much in my morals. Started trying to be the person that everybody else wanted me to be. Started trying to fit the mold, started trying to do what was popular, even if that meant sacrificing my convictions, sacrificing my morals, sacrificing my values. So graduating high school, I had a plan where I was going to go to school, but the summer before school started, I met this girl, and we really hit it off. I know it sounds crazy thinking that we were only together for probably like 2 months, but I had high goals. I thought we were going to get somewhere, possibly even marriage. But then 1 week before school starts, she tells me I can't do this anymore. So here I am going to a college. I don't really know anybody. I was lost. I didn't really know what to do. I didn't really know who to talk to. I didn't really know how to respond to such a situation. So I also go to school and I attempt to walk on to the baseball team, and there were more guys there than I expected. Probably 60 plus players at tryouts. And one day before tryouts even start, I fractured my left ankle. And I had to end up playing 3 weeks of tryout sessions through it. And being at the time I was an outfielder, I couldn't really show what I had the potential to do. I couldn't swing how much I was swinging. In the summer before, I went to IMG Academy, started prepping, started training to maybe even get drafted one day. And those aspirations seemed to just crumble at the moment where I was in the office. The coaches were like, "Yeah, you're just not good enough." So I was cut. And then that was when the storm started. Started getting high, started drinking, started messing around with girls, like not respecting them, not showing them any care. Just objects. When I was such a bad person. I was lost. I was in the wilderness. During this period, I was very suicidal, very depressed. I hardly left my dorm room, unless I was going to class or something else, working out maybe. Other than that, I was in my room for probably like 10, 12 hours a day. I was isolated. I didn't talk to anybody. People I did talk to, I didn't really respect them. I didn't really care about what they had to say. I was very arrogant, very bitter, very stone-hearted. So then that semester, the fall semester of the 2017 year, comes to a close. And that transition between my fall and my spring semester, that was where I met God. Growing up, I was always known as somebody who drove really fast. Like I'm talking 120 miles an hour on the highway. Every time I got on the highway. And one night in particular, it was me and 4 other dudes in the car. We were at the mall by my house in New Jersey. And somebody is there who we know. And he says, I'll race you on the way home. And my ego kicked in. I would say, okay, you can't beat me though. I'm glad I didn't beat him. I never would have met God. So on the way home, I was racing him, weaving in and out of traffic, going a smooth 120 probably. And then the passenger in my car to my right says, hey, get behind him. There's a red light coming. So trying to slow down. I said, okay, I got behind him. Try to slow down. It's not slowing down. If you could imagine, or picture where you're sitting today, somewhere on the wall or in your room, 30 to 40 feet away, picture that distance, going 60 miles an hour, frozen behind a wheel in a fast lane. Nothing to do. I was frozen. I just accepted the fact that I was dead. Out of nowhere, I see a hand grab the wheel. And change 3 lanes of traffic on one of the busiest highways in our state. Not a car in sight, no accident, no dent, no bump, no bruise. We made it out of there. And it was by the grace of God. But to this day, I will never understand why He chose me. I was running away from Him. And nothing I did could resist His plan. So we pull off that road, we pull into a parking lot, we get out, we start rejoicing. And it seemed like I was the only person who felt or saw or had that happen to him. God intervened in my life. For the first time, I knew He was real. It was heartbreaking looking at those people in that car and not seeing the same result. Think what Paul says. I would rather damn myself to save my brethren. I would do anything in this world to give up what I have so those who I love could share the same joy, same peace, same redemption that I've been showed. So, leads me to my spring semester of college, my freshman year. I play baseball at Union County College. A spring break trip. We go to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. In the hotel, like every hotel, there's a Bible, the nightstand, top drawer. And I open it up. I start reading Revelation. I didn't really know what I was reading, but I knew I needed help. I knew I was lost. I knew I was broken. I knew I was empty. I was on the highway to hell. And God saved my life. And why or how? For His glory. So I graduated Union County College. Then I come to go to Beacon College. On a visit, my first official visit, I just feel a nudging. Like, this is where I'm supposed to go. I never been to Delaware. Except for driving through it. And the time I was here, I don't even remember being here. I commit to go to Beacon College. Play baseball here. I'm a junior, right-handed pitcher. So October, November, I meet my friend Shay Murphy, who held a Bible study at school on Wednesdays. And I'm walking in one day, to the bathroom. The bathroom's like right next to the music room that we meet in. And I just hear his voice talking about Jesus. And was that Shay? I ended up walking in and sitting down. And that's when I met Pastor Jaquan, and I think Elder Don Bonvetti was there as well. Man, ever since then, nothing's been the same. Maybe like 2 or 3 weeks later, Shay and I go to the Journey in Newark, Delaware. I've never been to a church in 10 years. Last time I was there, I got confirmed as a Roman Catholic. Didn't know what I believed in, didn't know Jesus, didn't know God. Never read the Bible before. First day I walk in, after 2 or 3 months maybe praying for a church to do baptism, guess what it was? Baptism weekend. If that's not God, I can't do much more to convince you. So right then and there I get baptized. I tell Shay I have to. That's what I've been praying for. And rising out of that water, man, I was feeling there I never felt in my life. Feeling of being loved. Feeling of a burden being lifted off my shoulders. Feeling of life. Time to go to Redemption Church, maybe a month or 2 later, with Shay. And I was either there or at one of our Bible studies that I heard the gospel for the first time. I couldn't help but weep. To think of this verse, Romans 5, verse 8. But God demonstrates His own love toward us. And while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. So think about on that cross. He died on my behalf. So I could come be reconciled to God. Have a relationship with Him. Why? Well, John 3:16. For God so loved the world, then He gave His only begotten Son. Whoever believes in Him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Thank you. My name is Kevin Roll, and this is my story.